Chapter 12. The Man Who Burned His Heart. Rahul rushed down the stairs, only to come to a sudden halt. His breath caught. There, standing at the entrance, was the little girl who had saved him days ago, Kiara. And behind her, the woman who once tore his heart apart, Leanne. Time seemed to stop. Their eyes met. Leanne whispered his name, Rahul, then her body gave in and she collapsed. Leanne, he shouted, catching her just before she hit the floor. Without hesitation, he lifted her into his arms and carried her upstairs to his room. His voice shook as he called the doctor. The doctor arrived within minutes and hurried upstairs. Downstairs, Kiara sat silently beside Rahul, holding his hand tightly, her little face wet with tears. Uncle, she whispered, will my mummy be okay? Rahul knelt before her and gently cupped her face. She'll be fine. I promise, he said, though his own tears refused to stop. Kiara reached out and wiped one away. But heroes don't cry. Rahul pulled her into his arms, hugging her tightly. For a moment, he felt like she was his own. The doctor came downstairs, and Rahul immediately stood up. How is she? She's stable, but still unconscious, the doctor replied carefully. Then why hasn't she woken up yet? Rahul snapped, grabbing the doctor by the collar. Do something. Don't just stand there. Rahul. Grandma rushed over and pulled him back. Please. Calm down. Realizing what he had done, Rahul let go and stepped back in shame. I'm sorry, he whispered. He sat down, crushed. Kiara quietly handed him a small handkerchief. He took it, his fingers trembling. At that moment, he no longer saw her as someone else's child, but as the angel he wished had been his. Precious watched from the hallway. Despite everything Leanne had done, Rahul still loved her. That truth hit hard. Upstairs, Leanne's eyes fluttered open. Her gaze landed on a picture frame resting on the bedside table. Rahul's face smiled back at her. As she sat up slowly, her eyes scanned the room. Beautiful, grand, yet every corner whispered her name. Dozens of framed photos, her, lined the walls. And beneath one was a handwritten note. Greater than, my love, a little girl saved my life today. She's so beautiful. Just like you. I wish she were ours, but that can never be. Her heart broke. Everything she had convinced herself she didn't need, was here, waiting for her all along. She wiped her face quickly and stood, forcing strength into her steps. Without saying a word, she walked down the stairs. Kiara ran to her. Mummy, she cried, hugging her tightly. Precious followed, eyes misty. Grandma stepped closer. How are you feeling, my dear? I'm fine, Leanne said, brushing her hair back. But we should leave. Rahul said he'd drop you, Grandma replied. No need, Leanne said quickly. And with that, they left. Back at home, Precious chuckled as she spoke to Leanne. You should have seen Rahul. He almost attacked the doctor. Said he'd report him, cancel his license, everything. Leanne didn't respond. She walked quietly into her room and shut the door. Once inside, she collapsed to the floor and cried. Precious entered slowly and sat beside her. I told you, she said gently. You were chasing stars, and lost the moon. Shut up, Leanne snapped. But the words struck deep. Because they were true. That night, Rahul sat in his room, consumed by silence. One truth haunted him. Kiara wasn't his. He snapped. He stood, ripped photo after photo of Leanne off his walls. Love notes, framed memories, pictures, he gathered them all and walked to the backyard. He set them on fire. Grandma rushed out. Rahul, no, please don't do this. But he didn't hear her. Or maybe he didn't want to. Back inside, he locked himself in his room. Grandma turned to Sandra. Call them. Check if they've reached home safely. Sandra dialed. Leanne answered, her voice tired, her eyes still red. Hello? My daughter, Grandma said softly. We're home safe. Good. Rest well. Leanne dropped the phone on the bed and whispered to herself, I was so stupid, I rejected the only man who truly loved me. Later that night, Richard returned from work. He noticed how quiet the house was. What happened? He asked. Precious told him everything. Richard walked into Leanne's room and sat beside her. After a long silence, she stepped out to the hall. Kiara ran to her. Mummy, I love you so much. Please don't leave me. Leanne hugged her tightly. I'll always be with you, baby. Always. The next morning, at RM mansion, Rahul came downstairs with tired eyes. Good morning, Grandma, he greeted softly. She sat him down. Don't break yourself over someone who couldn't love the real you, she said gently. Anyone who truly loves you, will love all of you. Rahul sighed. From now on, the only people I care about are you and Sandra. He went upstairs, got dressed, and left for work. At beginning of Life Company, he walked in quietly. Good morning, sir, his staff greeted. Morning, he replied and headed to his office. As he opened a drawer, he found one last photo of Leanne. Without hesitation, he tore it in half. A knock at the door broke his thoughts. Come in, he said. It was Richard. Rahul quickly wiped his tears. Good morning, sir, Richard greeted. Morning. How's your family? They're okay. I just came to clean. Rahul tried to walk out, but stumbled slightly. Sir, be careful, Richard said, rushing to help him. Rahul looked at him. His eyes were red again. Sir, why are you crying? Rahul's strength crumbled. Richard stepped closer and gently embraced him. You can lean on me, he said quietly. I'm not just your worker, I'm your friend. Why do you care? Rahul asked, broken. Because you treat people like people. You never act like you're above us. That's rare. Rahul laughed sadly. Don't be like me. I give my heart to people, and they tear it apart. No one stays. But I'm here, Richard said. And your family loves you. I care too. Rahul nodded. Just a little. It was enough to keep him going. He headed out to visit his other company. Back at home, Leanne and Precious went out to get food, leaving Kiara home alone. Hungry and restless, the little girl tried to make tea. But in her tiny hands, a fire started. The flames spread fast, curtains, chairs, books. Kiara ran outside, screaming as the fire engulfed the house. When Leanne and Precious returned, the house was already in flames. Kiara! Leanne screamed and dropped to her knees. They searched frantically until someone shouted, she's here. They ran over and found her crying in the arms of a neighbor. Leanne clutched her daughter tightly, sobbing. Are you okay? Kiara nodded, terrified. Moments later, Richard arrived, his eyes filling with tears as he saw what was left of their home. They had nothing left. That evening, at RM mansion, Sandra flipped through TV channels until she stopped. Grandma, she said, is that Leanne? The news was covering the fire. Sandra immediately called. Precious picked up. Our house is gone, she said quietly. But we're okay. Everyone's safe. Send us your location, Sandra said. We're coming now. Without another word, Sandra and Grandma rushed out the door. To be continued.